Hello my friends and welcome back to David Media channel. We are in the tutorial of the MERN Stack Ecommerce website. In this video, we're gonna implement the cart page that displays the cart items and allows user to update item as well as remove item from cart. Okay, let's get started. First, we need to create a new file in the container folder. Let's say cart.js and then rfce. In this file, I will import the page header from undesign. And then in the return section, I will put the page header here with the title, your cart. Then we also import use navigate from React Router DOM. And then we will declare const navigate use navigate. And in the page header, we have the onBack event. We put navigate -1. The page will go back to the previous page. And then let's go back to the app.js file. We're gonna import cart from container cart. And I will scroll down to the route section. I put a new route for cart page. Route path is cart. The element, we put the authentication component, and the out route is true and redirect to login page. And inside here, we put the cart component. And then let's close the route tag. I hit save and open the web browser. When I click on the cart menu here, we'll see our cart page. And when I click on this around, the page will go back to the previous page, is the home page. And if we in the change password page, then I click on the cart page and click on go back. We go back to the change password page. And now let's go back to the cart container. And we're gonna bring table from undesign. We also bring space, typography, image, and we also import use selector from React Redux. And then I also bring cart items by using use selector, and we select the cart item state. Cart details. And then I will create a function to render cart items. It will return a table. We have columns, these columns, and we will define later the data structure is cart items. and we put the strong attribute x 1300. Close the tag and let's define the columns here. Columns. This is an array. We have the first column is product. The title would be product. We set the width equal 80, and then the data index is product. The K is the product name. We put name, and we will render here. We have the space vertical, direction vertical. And we have typography, text. I put the item name here. And then we have the image of the product, item image. The width would be 80. And then we fix it in the left side. The next column is the price. We set the width 100. Data index is price. K is price. And we align it to the right. And then we have another columns. This one right here is the quantity. We have the column for the amount. And then we will render the cart item here. Let's put it in a div page wrapper. Render cart items. I hit save and open my web browser. So we got the cart items displayed in this page. And now we will implement update and remove cart item functions. I go back to my code editor and navigate to the browse folder in the backend. Let's open the cart browse. And in here, I will define the endpoint for update cart item. The endpoint would be update cart item. We put the authentication middleware, and this would be an async function. We have request and response. We will bring the product ID from the request body. We also have the quantity from request body. And now I will find the product details to get the product price. Product find by ID, product ID. And then in the code, I will use find1 and update method. We will find the code by customer ID, and then we also find in the code details, and then we will find the product in the code details with the product ID. I format the code, and then we will use set function to update the code details. Code details. We update the quantity by quantity, and we also update the amount. It would be quantity multiply product price. And then I will set new to true. After that, we will populate and finally is execute the action. That would take in error and data. If error, we will return the error. Otherwise, we will return status 200, item in code has been updated successfully. Let's put the status 400 here. And we also put it here. Okay. Next, we can create the endpoint to remove the item from code. I format the code and just copy this. I paste here and rename the endpoint to remove code item. It will have an ID in the request params. And now we don't need this, and we got the product ID from the params ID. We also use code find1 and update methods, but we don't need this. And in here, instead of using set method, we will use pull methods. We point to the code details, and we will pull this product from the code by passing the product ID. And let's keep the rest, but modify the message to remove. I hit save and go back to the front end. Let's open the cart action file in the action folder. Let's import update cart item and remove cart item from types. And we just need to copy this function and modify it to update cart item and replace add to cart types to update cart item. And then we will change it to put method. And we also copy and paste it for the remove cart item action. Let's modify it to remove. And this action receive only product ID. We don't need the data, so leave it to false. And in here we will put the product ID. And then we will replace the type to remove cart item. Finally, we return the action update cart item and remove cart item. Let's save the file and open the cart reducer file. In here, we also bring the update cart item and remove cart item from types. Let's copy this and paste here. We just need to replace update cart item and remove cart item. Let's save the file and go back to the cart container. We will import some icon from undesign. We have delete 2 ton and edit 2 ton from undesign icon. And then I scrolling down to the column section. I will add another column for the action. The title would be actions. We will fix it in the right. The width would be 100 and we will render here. We render the edit icon, margin right 4 and font size 16. I set the color is orange. And then we have another icon, delete 2 ton. I remove the margin. And let's set the color is red. I will call the onClick event. When we click on it, we will handle edit. You put the item here, and also for the delete function, handle remove. Alphabetical and save the file. We define the handle edit functions here. Before that, we need to create use state to set the edit item and the quantity. And then use state quantity. In the handle edit item, I will set edit item is item and set quantity to item quantity. For handle remove, I just leave it and we will come back later. Then in the quantity column, I will remove this and we render if edit item product dot id equal item product id, I will return input number. We need to import input number from undesign. We set the size is small. Min quantity is 1 and the value is quantity from the state, and we will call the on-chain event handle quantity change. Otherwise, we will return span items quantity. And now I will define the handle quantity change function. Const handle quantity change. We have the value, and then let's set quantity to value. And then I will import another two icon. We have save total and preload outline. And then I scrolling down to the actions column. We need to modify here. Let's cut this icon and replace it with another icon. If the edit item product id equal item product ID. We put them in the span tag, and we set the style margin right is 4, and we put the save total here. We have the style margin right is 4, and the font size is 16. Then we have reload, outline. The style would be font size 16, and color is green. And then we call the on-click event handle reset, and then column I paste the edit token again. I format the code, and we will define the handle reset function. Const handle reset, set edit item to null. I save the file and open the web browser. When I click on edit button, so we will see the input control in the quantity column. I will change the quantity here, and then when I click on the reload icon, we will see the own quantity and the input number component disappear, and we see the edit icon again. Next, I will handle update cart item. First, we need to import use cart from action, cart action. We also need to bring yield dispatch from React Redux, and then let's bring update cart item from use cart. We also bring dispatch from yield dispatch, and in here I will define handle update cart item. We have item, and we define the data. Product ID is item product. ID. And then the quantity is the quantity from the state. After that, we dispatch the action update cart item. We pass the data here in the body, and then we have respawn if respawn dot payload dot status. We will show the success message, and don't forget to import message from undesign. And then we set the edit item to null. Otherwise, we will show the error message. And then let's copy this function, and we will use it in the on-click event of save icon. We paste it here and it's taking the item. I format the code and let's open the web browser. So I will click on edit and change it to zip, and then I save it. So we got a success message, and the cart item numbers will change to 11. So we got 11 items here. And next we're gonna implement the remove cart item function. I go back to my code editor and we bring the remove cart item from use carts, and I scrolling down to the handle remove. We will dispatch the remove cart item action. We paste here the item product ID, and then we gotta respond. If response payload status is true, we will show the success message. Otherwise, we show the error message. I save the file and open my web browser. I click on remove icon and we got a success message. Item in cart has been removed successfully. And I also remove this item, and the number in the cart item is decreased to 6. So we have complete the cart function. So in the next video, we will implement the checkout and payment functions. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.